Hi, third grade. Today is Friday, May 8th. Happy Friday. I hope you have some exciting plans for the weekend. Maybe going outside, playing a game, maybe watching a movie. Today, I'm going to scroll down on our calendar here to Friday. We're continuing with measurement. So here's the student workbook pages that you can look at and the practice pages that we'll look at together later. And our goal is the same that it's been for Monday and Wednesday. I can use inch, foot, and mile as units of measurement for length. I can estimate and measure given lengths in inches, halves, and fourths of an inch. And today we're going to be focusing on miles, and we'll do a little bit more with yard and feet too. So I'm going to take us over here for a quick slide. Measuring length, day 3. All right, vocabulary foot we went over on Wednesday. Remember, it's a customary unit for measuring longer lengths. It is 12 inches long, just like a ruler. And here, let me show you my ruler. Just a ruler is 12 inches, 1 foot. And then a yard is 3 feet, remember? And a mile, this is something new today. A mile is a customary unit for measuring distance, but it's for long distances. So a mile is a lot longer than 1 foot and a lot longer than 1 yard. So when we look at a mile, here's this picture down here. See, this green dot is where it started, and then it goes all the way around here, turns here, goes back all the way around, and here, and that's 1 mile. And when we think about miles, we talk about miles when we're driving distances. So when you drive somewhere, it might be 10 miles, it might be 20, 30. Miles are what we use to talk about how far we drive. You also might hear miles if you're biking or running or walking long distances. You might say, I walked so many miles today. And then a ruler again, like I just showed you, 12 inches or 1 foot is a ruler. Okay. So today we're going to be using miles to measure length. So mile is another customary unit of length, particularly for long distances. MI is the abbreviation for miles. So if you see that on anything, that's what that means. So here's some conversion information for you. This will be useful for your assignment today. So maybe write it down so you don't forget. So 1 mile is 1,760 yards. So that means it's 1,760 of these all lined up. That's 1 mile. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. 5,280 of these. And here, this is gonna look very similar to something on your assignment for today. So it says the distance between the school and the post office. Here's the school and here's the post office. So from this point to this point is 2 miles. And it says 2 miles there. So that's how long that is, 2 miles. The distance between the school and the beach is 5 miles. So this one is 5 miles. Is the post office or the beach nearer to the school? Which one is closer? The post office is closer. I would rather walk 2 miles than 5 miles. That would be kind of a long walk. Okay, so this is also going to be something similar to what you'll see on your assignment today. So we're going to think about what is better to measure in. So the height of a building, so if you were measuring how tall your house is or how tall the school is, would you want to use miles or yards? And think about how long that mile was when I showed you on that map. If you were going to measure the height of a building and it was 40, it would be 40 yards. 40 miles would be really long. That would be a very, very, very tall building. Number 2, the distance around a lake. Is it 8 feet, 8 of these, or 8 miles? Lakes are pretty big. The distance around a lake would be 8 miles. Number 3, the length of your thumb. Is this 1.5 inches or 1.5 feet? Let me try it out. I have my ruler here. Do you think it's 1.5 of these? No, it's 1.5 inches. That would make more sense. And number 4, the length of a classroom. So think back when you were in your classroom. Do you think it's 12 yards or 12 inches? 12 inches, remember, is 1 foot. Is this as big as your classroom? I don't think I could fit in there if this was how big your classroom was. So 12 yards would make more sense. Good job. So now let me take you to your assignment for today. Here, remember I said this would look familiar? So this map below, you're going to use this to answer these questions. So here's some conversions for you, but you can also use the conversion from earlier. Otherwise, you might have to do even more converting to think about 1 yard is 3 feet to find some of the answers. So it asks you how long things are, so you might have to do some converting of yards to miles or feet to miles, things like that. And then these 3, choose the unit that you would use to measure each, right? Inch, foot, yard, or mile. So think about if you were measuring the length of a hiking trail, would you want to use inches or feet, yards, or miles? You want to think about what would make the most sense. The length of an airplane and the height of a teacher. So you can find this on Clever or on Seesaw. And then when you have finished it, submit it on Seesaw or email it to your teacher. I hope you have a great Friday, third graders, and a fantastic weekend. And I will see you all next week. Bye.